Hey everyone, welcome to Live with DJ Rossstar. Today is Thursday. Am I right? Yes, it's Thursday, July 30th, 2026. On today's show, I'm going to talk to Killian. He's the singer of the band Charming Liars. If you have questions for Killian, you can post them in the chat below. Now check it out. This show is on every week, twice a week, but the days and times change. So make sure you go on to Instagram, give me a follow, and find out who's going to be on the show next. Next week, I'll be back with 2 interviews, but the following week, I will be away on a work trip, so you will have to miss out. I'm very sorry, but when I come back, I will continue, and I will keep doing these as long as you keep watching them. I started doing it on Instagram Live last June. It's been over a year and a month now, and I'm having a great time. And you can check out all those old interviews on my page. People like Ballyhoo, Less Than Jake, Hit the Lights, or you can jump onto YouTube, look up Rossstar, and watch old content. Bands like Green Day, Pierce the Veil, All Time Low, and more. But now it is 2:30 Central Time. I'm going to invite Charming Liars into the chat, and we will get it going. So, if you have questions, post them in the chat below. And if you're watching the replay, obviously you can't ask questions, but hopefully we ask something that you wanted to know, and you'll be happy. Anyway, waiting for Charming Liars to get into the chat. Hello, Doug. You've just entered the chat. Good to see you. And then we will get the interview ready to go. So yeah, I'm on every week, twice a week, and if you are in a band or you just really love a band and want to submit them for the show for a possible interview, just send me a DM. I listen to everything I get, every submission. Doesn't matter what genre you are. If I think it's a good fit, I will have you on. It's really simple. And trust me, I really do like all genres of music. I don't just stick to pop punk prior to popular belief. So, we are still waiting for Killian and Charming Liars to enter the chat. Once he's here, we will get it going. Fashionably late, but I'm sure he will be here soon. And the Charming Liars family has joined the chat. So that's really cool to see like a fan page in there. Awesome. So yeah, just waiting for the group. They just put out a new song, the first time in like over 2 years. So excited to talk about that and see if we're going to have to wait another 2 years for another song or if they're going to be putting them out more frequently. And we got the Dreaming Insomniacs also in the chat. Hello, Dreaming Insomniacs. Yeah, so waiting for Charming Liars. I was just talking to them through text, so I know they didn't forget. But maybe they're just trying to get to a quiet place. But anyway, we are live. I'm here in Austin, Texas. It's a nice 90-degree day. Actually cooler than most days where it's over 100 here, so I appreciate it. Hanging out on my porch. About to go see Story of the Year tomorrow. And Charming Liars has arrived. Yes, so send me a request, and once we get it, we will start going live. We'll start doing the interview. So, yeah, just waiting on you, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, and you can send questions also in the little question box, but we'll get to that a little bit later.
All right.
Whoa! Hey there.
Hey, DJ, how you doing, man?
I'm glad this works. I feel bad for the interview the other day. The Instagram Live wasn't having it.
Oh, man, you know what? It's so funny. Well, it's not funny for you, but I literally, when we set this up, I thought to myself, I don't think I've updated Instagram since it was incepted.
Wow.
And I'm like, I mean, maybe not that long. And I'm like, gee, I really hope it like connects okay, but it seems to be all right. So here we are.
It would have nothing to do with me. It's just they always have bugs on Instagram, but I like to do it this way because a lot of bands are on here and it's easy for fans to connect and watch. So I'll stick with it until they shut the system down here.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. How you been though, man? Good?
Good. Introduce yourself to the people at home.
Hello, people. I am Killian. I am the singer and frontman of the band Charming Liars. We've been a band, for about over 10 years. I've been with these guys, and
Nice.
yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. And for those of you viewing this right now, there's this mystery because me and DJ do not know now, like how we know each other.
I think I went to see your old band, Mad Season, and maybe I added you from there. And we started
Maybe.
talking.
Yeah,
I remember maybe it was at the Viper Room, a good show you played. Who knows?
me playing a good show. Well, I mean, that's you saying that, not me. But yeah, no, yeah. I
Is
think
that
that
like
might
a
have been it with
is
back
that like
in the
a
day.
is that like a secret, or do Charming Liars fans know about Mad Season and your other bands that you've done?
Well, it was Mad Temple.
I
You're
keep saying Mad
close.
Season like the Matchbox 20 song.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's a great song.
yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, that was where I first, I guess, started to cut my teeth in the LA music scene, We played a lot of shows. Maybe you saw us either at the Viper Room, or I'm probably dating myself here, but we used to play the Hollywood House of Blues like maybe once a month, opening up for Steel Panther.
I did go
And
see Steel Panther one time.
that's
So
that
who
might be
knows?
where it was then. We did a
Maybe.
lot of those shows. What a blast from the past. I mean, that whole area is all hotels now, but that was
I would
something.
I would say you were a little bit harder, a little bit rockier back then compared to this
Yeah,
project. Did you do
yeah.
that intentionally? Did you want to do something a little like less intense when you started this group?
It's funny. I grew up on, album rock, a lot of 70s and 80s rock. And then I've been doing that for probably about 7, 8 years. And then it's funny, around that time, I kind of had started to kind of branch into different areas of music. And I really got into like 80s new wave.
Okay.
And it was kind of perfect because then Carnegie, our guitar player, he had reached out and they were looking for a singer. And weirdly enough, the song, I guess, that got on his radar with me potentially joining the group was a cover we did with my old band, which was a Paul McCartney cover of Blackbird.
Okay.
Sounds nothing like hard rock or new wave. And then it kind of just snowballed from there, and the rest is history, to not sound cliche.
Has this been the same lineup the whole 10 years?
Well, originally, yeah, the three of us the last decade have been trudging along, and then we always have, some of our good friends fill in on drums. We've had a really, really great roster, and it's been, it's been really nice. I don't know if you play drums, DJ, but maybe next time we go out, we'll.
I wanted to get an electronic drum set, not even a real one, and my wife said absolutely not, too loud. So.
Oh well, the
just like the clicking and
clacking.
clacking, yeah. Just if we get a house with a garage, then I can get one.
Okay.
So wait for me, please. Wait for me.
Okay.
But in the meantime, yes, if you need another drummer,
all right, yeah,
pick somebody else.
Absolutely.
How long has it been since you played a show?
I want to say the last time we played a show was, I think, we did a string of acoustic shows at the what's the name of that venue in LA? Hotel Cafe.
Okay.
We did a few there, and that was really fun because we had never done a stripped down acoustic thing before. And I think that was in 2023, the later half. So it's probably been about 2 years, which is kind of the longest streak for me, not going and playing a show. It's been kind of strange.
Does that bum you out? Like, I mean, that's what you do. You're a musician. So are you kind of just bored waiting around for a show? What's the holdup?
I wouldn't say bored. No, we've been writing a lot. So that's been good. So I've been able to kind of quench the thirst a little bit in that area. But yes, no, the longing to play a show is definitely there, and it's gnawing at me because it's weird. It's one of those things where you've done it so many times that you're kind of like, when you not walk away from it, when you don't do it for a minute, it's just like, what's it going to be like when I get back up there? Am I gonna remember what to do? And I think a lot of the times, because you've done it so many times, that muscle memory just kind of kicks in. Okay. And I might say the wrong city, but that happens even after I played a dozen shows. It's just that's just the way it is. Yeah.
And we got the Charming Liars family. They're hanging out in there. They said they've been a fan the whole 10 years, which is great.
Yes. I know exactly who that is. Very, very lovely fan from France. And I think she was one of the first people to congratulate me on joining the band, and literally every step of the way has been super supportive. We've been very lucky in that way. We've had a nice really core group of fans that have really just kind of stuck with us through everything, and it's been really nice because it's not all just here in the States. It's kind of everywhere, which is really neat for us.
We got Michelle watching from Barcelona, also a big fan.
Barcelona, yeah. I think we played there, I want to say 2021, 2019 to 2021, somewhere in that area there. Nice. Beautiful place to play. Really, really,
They saw you in Bristol with Palais Royale.
Yeah, that was Bristol was a great show. Those were a lot of fun. Those shows were a lot of fun. Great crowds. I mean, it was probably some of the most intense playing that we had seen, and yeah, we loved those shows.
And I'll tell you, Emma Harris, if you're a fan of Palais Royale, once this is over, wait till we're done, go to YouTube and look up Palais Royale and then look me up, DJ Rossstar, and you can find two different times they did my show. Once in my apartment where they played live, and then once in my Hollywood studio where they also played live and we did an interview. So they're both on YouTube.
That's awesome, man. You know, it's so funny. After we did our, we bumped into each other right when we were in Austin, and we were just like, I know you
almost literally on the dance floor, yeah.
Yeah, and I know you. You're on my Facebook all the time, but I don't know
yeah.
where to place you. And then after I got home, I looked up your YouTube channel. And it was like, man, you've had so many awesome artists on your page, and
Thank you.
God, I mean, how long have you been in this world? How long have you been doing it?
Well, I started this in 2002. I would say I was pretty much, to my knowledge, I was the first person on the entire internet in the world to do live interviews every week.
You heard it here first.
I mean, there was no, I looked for this for years when I had the internet and nothing existed. So I just started doing it at my college station, and we had access to stream on iTunes. So that's how I did it. And so people started watching all over the world almost immediately. I just went back recently, actually, and I had a bunch of cassette tapes in the closet and DV tapes, and I digitized them. And it was so crazy listening back to, I had like a show from 2003, and the band Brand New were in the studio, and people were calling up from all over the world just listening on iTunes. And it's so, what a crazy thing I was doing back then, you know? So,
dude,
pretty consecutive. I stopped for a couple of years. I stopped from like 2017 till COVID. And I did like a Instagram Live during COVID for about half a year. And then I kind of stopped again until last June. I was bored and lonely and wanted to bring it back. And, you know, there's so many podcasts out there. I didn't want to do podcasts. I wanted to go be live like always. It makes me different. So here we are live again.
Yeah, well, we love to have you back, dude. With all of that backlog, you got to do like maybe a little documentary or something.
Yeah. What's funny is I saw an interview. I posted this a while ago. Joe Rogan had Tom Green on, and he was like, "Hey, Tom, you know, I did your show from your house in LA back in 05, 06, and you inspired me to start my podcast." But then he said you were the first person on the internet to do this, Tom. And I was like, if I can get in touch with Joe Rogan and let him know that Tom Green was not the first person. But
you let him know. If I ever see Tom Green, I'm gonna let him know too.
But it was funny because Tom made the same joke I make, that Joe found a way to make money off of it and we didn't. So good for him.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, I guess. Yeah.
So what have you been working on? You put out one song. We waited like 2 years for this. We have to wait till 2028. What's the deal?
Yeah, 2030 is the next pipipeline. It's on its way out now. So we have some new music definitely coming out. We've been in the studio a lot. We just hadn't released anything, and it felt really great to because when you're making something, it's an incredible feeling. You get really excited, but that's only really half of it. The other half is obviously getting it out there and getting ears on it and getting eyes on it, and it was really. It was really I don't know, it was really refreshing to because like you said, when you're like I know you were saying, like before you started back with the show, it's kind of like you're a little closed off, know, but to open ourselves back up and get stuff out there was great. And then we that wasn't the only song. We have at least, oh man, I want to say at least another 8 or 9 songs that are
nice.
that are most. There's like 4 that are for sure done. The other ones are still in their process. But there should be some new music very, very soon. And we kind of just were releasing a single every. A lot of people will do. They do an album. And we were doing an album, but what we would do is we would just release a single every 2 months just to stay current, keep the music fresh, and then at the end you release it as a grouping, which kind of works for us, because we're not the Arctic Monkeys. We can't just disappear for 5 years and then release, delete their Instagram and then post one picture and all that hype.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah. So we like to stay, engaged, and plus we just like to, stay kind of involved in the, on our Instagram and on our TikTok and all that stuff. So, Definitely not 2028. To answer your question, it's new stuff is definitely on the way a lot sooner.
Do you want to play acoustic again, or do you want to get back out there and do full shows?
I'd be open to both, but I mean, obviously, our music really is has a lot of electronic elements in it. So I mean, look, to strip down your songs to an acoustic guitar or piano, I think really is a testament to the song, right? Because if you can survive, if the song can translate and you can survive on stage or thrive on stage without all the bells and whistles, I think
Yeah.
that really says a lot about the songwriting and the musicianship. But with that being said, sometimes the bells and whistles are fun, and
Of course.
they add to the ambiance, and we definitely are a rock band at heart, but we definitely like to have our electronic elements too. So I would say we're open to both.
What did you do other music things in between this little break here, or like were you just living life?
You know, I took a lot of time during this little music break. Obviously, we were still writing. Nothing was at the forefront, and I taught myself piano, which I wanted to
Okay.
do for a very long time, and it
Good for you.
actually influenced a lot of the. Thank you. Yeah, it influenced a
Yeah.
lot of the music going forward. I'd always written on guitar or just. And I'll be honest, my guitar skills are subpar.
Okay. That's
I
fine.
know enough to write a song, but I'm not out there, shredding or anything like that. But piano really spoke to me because, when you're funny enough, when you're doing electronic music,
Yeah.
we know that bass line is so crucial, right? You have and with guitar, it was kind of difficult for me to create a bass line with also a melody going at the same time. But with piano, you have that, left hand, right hand, and you can actually create some kind of syncopated rhythm with one hand and then a melody or chord voicings with the other. And it just made sense. And it's weird to connect those two. Obviously, they're both music related, but to connect piano, which is probably like the archetype. That's the, I wouldn't say the original instrument, but that's like one of the core things, one of the core instruments that has kind of spanned the centuries. And
Yeah.
to fast forward and have it connect with those electronic elements, it was kind of neat to see it come full circle.
That was my wife's suggestion. She said, "How about piano?" I said, "I don't want to play piano. I'd rather just wait till you let me get the drum set."
Dude, I'm telling you, man, there's something pretty cool about the piano. I'll be honest, selfishly, I always just loved the idea of being able to see a piano in the wild because they're
Sure.
always just kind of in random places and be able to sit down and play something because it really does stop time, and it really does. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like, look, for instance, if you're the guy at the party with the acoustic guitar.
You're gonna play Wonderwall.
Yeah, but if you're the guy and there's a piano there and you sit down, you can really, you're not
You're gonna play
demanding the
Mozart.
attention.
Yeah.
You're adding to the ambiance, which
Yeah.
is
You
what I
gotta
really
rock
like.
out, bust out to Mozart.
Yeah, yeah, or just bust out a couple jazzy chords and it's like, oh, there's a little bit of sophistication there. Not knocking my acoustic guitar party friends out there, but yeah, maybe not always Wonderwall. Let's get some other tunes in there.
Have you done that yet? Have you gone to a party and started playing the piano there?
No, I don't have any friends that have pianos. So,
Ah, see.
but yeah, but if you know what, I should make a group online for people that have pianos, and I could do a little tour. I'll just stop in. I'll play their piano. They don't even have to acknowledge me there. Just throw a party. I'll play the piano, and then I'll leave. And
I
that'll
don't
be
want to
it.
cause any drama, but Lucy wants me to mention Prague. Did something happen there?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, with the exception of it just always being a great city to play. I
Oh,
think Prague is one of the cities that we've done in Europe the most. Prague, obviously Paris, and actually Paris we've only done twice. But no, have you ever made your way to Prague before?
I've only made my way to Paris and Italy.
Nice. Where?
All the Italy cities, all the hot spots.
Oh, you've done. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, man.
Plus Positano. Yes,
Okay, nice.
we
Yeah,
did
well,
that,
whenever
and the
you're
other.
over there next, Prague is definitely should definitely be on the stop. I mean,
It's on the
the
list.
the food is great. The beer is fantastic. It's probably some of I don't want to start divisions here, but it's probably some of the best in Europe. I won't,
All right.
I'm not going to say that that it is or isn't the best, but I'm just going to say I really enjoy it.
Well, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's on the list. I've seen enough of America. I don't need to come back, right? Let's see what else we got out there.
Yes, yeah, that's the funny thing is like when you tour the states, it's great. Obviously, you can do 48 of the 40. Well, I guess you could do Alaska, but you can do a lot of it in the van. And Europe's kind of the same way. When you fly over there, it's like when you're touring and doing it in a van, you get to see a lot of cool things, which is great. And it's kind of like it is a little strange though sometimes. I'll be honest. Like when you hit the hemispheres that are similar to like Southern California, like in Spain, it makes
Okay.
sense why they filmed a lot of those spaghetti westerns over there because it's like I was driving through and I was like, dude, this is Barstow. This
Yeah.
this area, like and then it was definitely a head trip for sure. But
Baker without the alien jerky.
yes, which is sad because I do love that alien jerky. I really
I
do.
love that. I mean, I wouldn't have that in years. I miss that.
I
Um,
stop every time.
yeah, that's one of the only things I miss about living out there is the alien jerky. But I guess I can order it and have it sent here to Austin if I
That's
wanted to.
true. That's true. But it's about the journey. It's
Plus, I'm in
about
the
the
land. I'm in the land of jerky out here. It's probably better here anyway. But there's no
yeah.
alien
That's
up there.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Keep sending questions, guys. We got like 5 more minutes. We're hanging out. They want you to come back to Paris, of course, and everywhere else. I went to
Yeah.
a, I went to this great place in Paris. I don't know the name. It was like an underground. It was a bar, and then you go underground. And there's like a cave. You're like inside a cave, and there's a band playing. It was really cool. It was
Wow,
near the Shakespeare bookstore. But that was like one of the highlights for sure.
that's awesome. That's all. Yeah. I think honestly we've played the same venue in Paris the two times. I can't remember the name of it. If anybody saw us there and you remember the name of it, send it over. But yeah, it was also underground. I think the thing is it's what's really great is about there is a lot of the infrastructure. It's so it's just so old and it's so preserved that
Yeah.
they just repurpose areas for as venues. Whereas here in the States, they'll just be like, oh, here's it's an open field. I guess we'll just build a new House of Blues or we'll build a new venue here, which is great too. But it is interesting to play in places that have kind of like, what was this before it
Yeah.
was a venue? You know what I mean?
500 years old or something.
Yeah. I mean, granted, we have those places here, especially if you go further east, and it's pretty incredible. That's definitely on our list. Me and the wife, we want to go and check out some of the old haunts there on the East Coast. Haven't done that.
Hey, what's up?
But
What's behind you? Is that all your vinyl?
this is it's
A picture
a picture of vinyl. Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird.
But I do have, not to brag, but I do have about 600 records myself, which is kind of a small collection compared to some people, but it's decent.
I have like 200, but they're mostly all Green Day related.
Yeah, man, I know I remember I found all those awesome Green Day magazines, and you're like, nope, I got them. I was like, all right.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it though.
No, yeah, no worries.
Before I did a show when I was a kid in the mid '90s, I had a Green Day webpage, and it was a really big page for Green Day fans. I used to sell bootlegs, like live concerts on VHS, so people would send me money, and I would make copies on my double deck VCR and mail it to them. So I had a whole business going on when I was like 14.
You have lived a life, sir. You really all
there
these different avenues.
There was a website called brownlabel.com, and they had all the bootlegs of like every band I like, Green Day, Less Than Jake Goldfinger. So I would send them a money order. They would send me the video, and then I would go on the Green Day page and promote what I had, and then I would make the copies, for the Green Day fans. The whole system. But yeah, so a lot of these things are on YouTube now. It makes me mad because these kids didn't have to work hard. They didn't have to research or go on eBay or go. I used to go to New York City when I lived in New York and look for these VHS bootlegs. Now they just got them. 2-second search, not as fun. I used to have to dig deep for these things.
I'm telling you, man, it's like you definitely have to do a documentary because although these kids can quantum leap and do all that stuff, the experience that you had doing all that stuff pre-internet or pre-YouTube or whatever it was,
It's fun.
That's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
That's a journey, man. That's definitely an interesting sliver in time that will probably, you know what I mean? Like going from going into that area of time. That's cool, man.
Well, before we wrap up, anything else you can tell us about the other new songs that we'll be hearing soon?
Well, they are in keys of music. They have words.
Okay.
No, I really do think that it'll be worth the wait, and really excited to to get it out there and hopefully get some new shows under our belt too. Nothing solidified as of yet, but there's always things in the pipeline. And I see a question here. Do you have any musical influences, or do you just go with the flow? A little bit of both. I mean, it's hard to not be influenced, right, by what
Yeah, of
you're
course.
listening to. And even, you know what, honestly, film and I've been doing a thing where I'll watch a new movie every night, something I haven't seen,
Yeah.
and just kind of. So if you have any recommendations, DJ, send them over. But
Like
film
new,
really.
like new, or it could be like an old new movie.
You know what, I've been trying to knock at the classics and not reading anything about them. You know, the movies that people go, oh, you've seen that, right? And usually you just go, oh yeah, I've seen it. You know what I
Have
mean?
you ever seen the Talented Mr. Ripley?
No, haven't.
So watch that with Matt Damon, and then you could watch the original one, the French one, with subtitles from the 70s, which is even better.
I'll just watch that one.
Yeah.
I prefer, honestly, I've been doing a 1970s kick lately. Like
There you go. Perfect. That's perfect one for you then.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, to answer the question, yes, and it's not only just music; it's definitely film too.
Awesome. Anything else you want to tell them before we go? Where they can get the link tree and check out all the stuff you've already got out?
No, I think we've covered everything from where our origins were, you and me, where the band's origins were, where we've been, and where we plan to go in the future. And I'm looking forward to watching more of your interviews moving forward too, man. I mean, they're a lot of fun to watch.
Thanks, man. I have a big movie list too, so we'll keep talking. I'll send you more.
Send them over.
We watched
anybody in the chat too.
We watched like one tonight also when we're not going out or something.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey, thanks so much for doing this, and we'll hang out soon. Hopefully, you'll be back in Austin. We'll hang out there.
Dude, and if you're ever in LA, let me know. We'll definitely link up.
All right, man. Good talking to you, and thank you all for watching. And if you watch the replay, thanks for watching that. Bye, everybody.
See you guys later.
Cheers.